Sarina Virk, Torrendell. So as a career coach, I come across a lot of different stories. But the one that struck me most recently is working with someone that I know, and she told me about how she had started a job about a year ago and was excelling at it, everything was great, and about a year in, they hired a counterpart. So someone at her level, same level of experience, nothing different from her background. He was just a male. So she was responsible for onboarding him, helping him get up to speed at the company. And during the onboarding, as she was in his, it was like an HR page, she, not in a snooping way, but she realized that he made more money than her. And she saw it point blank, it was unintentional, but as a result, she thought, okay, I have to do something about this. This is not right. We all know that there is a gender pay gap. So she went to her boss and addressed it. And can anyone guess what her boss said? Any guesses? What was that? She's a woman? No. In fact, the boss said
he has more experience.
Very okay. That's a good one. Good. These are good.
What she gave him the salary she requested.
There we go. Bingo. There we go. So the boss said to her, let's call her Anna. Anna, here's the situation. He asked for more money. You left money on the table. So I say this because I hear this time and time again. And I was fortunate early on in my career when I asked for my first raise in tech. I went to my mentor / boss. He's someone that is a mentor to this day. And I thought I was about to ask for a very aggressive salary raise. So I was very nervous, thought about it for many months, worked with my husband on kind of like my negotiation strategy, all these things. And ultimately, when I went to go ask him for the raise that I wanted, he responded and said, you know, Sarina, I'm going to give you more, and I'm going to teach you a lesson. I'm going to teach you that you should always ask for much more than what you just asked me for. And that set the foundation for something that I do until this day. It's gotten me to where I am today, and I'm very, very grateful for that valuable lesson. But the point that I want to make is women lag behind for a couple of reasons. One, there's a book that I recently read that addresses this very well. It's called Brave Not Perfect by the founder of Girls Who Code. And ultimately it's society that's kind of, women grow up, the girls grow up kind of with this notion that they need to be perfect, they need to be kind, they don't be too aggressive, and boys are taught to explore, to be adventurous, to kind of go for what they want. So it certainly comes from a foundational point that then trickles into how women take on their careers later. So that's certainly one aspect of it. But the other aspect is changing the conversation in the workplace, whether it's in the level that you're at, or if you're at the top and you're a CEO or a founder of a company and you have the direct impact to change things like the gender pay gap, like Mark Benioff did. Or if so I'll stop there. I still have time, I just lost my train of thought. Okay, so where was I going with this? So my point is, the point, we have to continue to have this conversation. It's not just about, men kind of, aggressively like getting what they want because they're men. It's really not about that. It's really about women need to start having the conversation, and men also need to encourage the conversation, and there needs to be a dialogue about it. And the other big point that I want to make is in the workplace, if there are issues, it is important to address things, to have that level of confrontation, because oftentimes a lot of people aren't even aware of the behaviors that they are posing in the workplace. So another example of this is I had a boss who was a man, and every time we would present in a room together with my direct reports, he would interrupt them endlessly. Interrupt them, undermine them, to the point where they were losing their confidence. They were women. They were losing their confidence and not doing the work that they were hired on to do well because of his behavior. So I addressed it with him directly and said, look, you can't interrupt. You have to listen. You have to encourage these people that are smart and that we hire on to do their roles. And his response to me was, I didn't even know I was doing this. I didn't even know that I was interrupting. I didn't even know that I made them feel that way. So my point is, let's have a dialogue, be assertive, men, encourage women, assert yourselves, and let's have a conversation to continue to try to help women grow in the workplace. Thank you so much.